shame I had to leave the stone garden behind. I feel so at home among the graves.
Did he have a legendary item, or did I buy that? Or divine item? Yeah, it was Spiel's pants, right? Yep.
The winged stone figure. You no longer look without.
Right away. Ma, I'm fine.
You're fitter than fine, Bub. You're a hero.
State your business to Magister Carver, or else get out. Magister Carver's got all the information he needs locked up downstairs, so don't think you'll get a reward for peddling hearsay.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
Surrounded by incompetence.
Wait, yeah, journal.
Bellwether, I need those reports out.
Right away.
Ma, I'm fine.
Fine, Bub. You're a hero. Fine, Bub. You're a hero.
Focus.
Into the dark with you.
Oh shit, they actually dropped loot this time. Oh, we got a bow. I forgot at this point we're just farming gear and resetting it. Sorry about that, that was not the intended goal.
Ma, I'm fine.
Fine, Bub. You're a hero.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No good do, chickadee. You're not leaving my side for a while longer yet.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No good do, chickadee. You're not leaving my side for a while longer yet. can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
But Ma! Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
But Ma!
You do know pretty boy of mine.
Ma, I'm fine.
Fine, son, you're a hero.
Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
I don't know, arrows and honey? Yeah, I would have never had actually guessed that. Poison cloud is just earth essence. Oh yeah, we learned that.
For a while longer yet.
Please, Lucian, spare me! Oh, please, Lucian, spare me!
No can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
I'll stay out of...
Occupied! Oh, do I? That's what I get. Bloody tip makes a little save me.
Good day to you. Tell you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of. A sword, a frail shell.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up?
Hell! Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw 'em in a hole for all I care. It's the great good.
I don't think you're even a small bit for the arm.
The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty they created. They shall not stop till all the world's a waste. And signs of all other cultures erased. Of silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed. With friends and lovers find true repose. Yet all is just facade, a frail shell. Downright, but shattered, they alone descend to hell.
I don't think you're even a small bit for the arm.
So, what's normally I've a hollow leg, but I'm afraid I couldn't swap. I suppose one more bowl.
Garvin tastes the stew, then begins spoon. His eyes go wide.
Oh no, I don't feel so well. Oh, my stomach. Mistake.
Is this stall out in the open? Why the devil is this stall out in the open?
My head hurts.
The spirit of a magic.
My ring! Wait,
The spirit pivots.
I should have been more careful.
The spirit is towards the kitchen. The spirit's lit, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you. The spirit looks at
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off.
the spirit ponders your question.
Oh, in
The spirit inclines her head.
Eat or drink or both. I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to...
She stares off into the distance at some unseen horizon. The trickster, formerly known as Callow, stands in Baron Levier's robes, twirling his fake moustache with what can only be described as supreme panache.
Sharp reminder. What level is this? Yeah, 16. Lose my initiative though. I do, however, gain a lot of magic armor on top of it though, and some more HP and critical chance. What else you got?
got a pick and you can trust.
You got that right, Ilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, or any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Ilka.
Of course it's not true. My lord, I'm not in love with you.
I'm not in love with you. Shut up. I'll sell my stuff to the guy on the boat.
Of course it's not true. My lord, I'm not in love with you. Of course it's not.
I need the mantle, the mask, and the thorns.
My lord, I'm not in love with you.
The trickster, formerly known as Callow, stands in Baron Levier's robes, twirling his fake moustache with what can only be described as supreme panache.
Right about that. Right as rain, Ilka.
Of course it's not true. My lord, I'm not in love with you.
You selling
The
any
trickster,
chest plates?
formerly
I didn't
known as
take a
Callow,
look.
stands in Baron Levier's robes, twirling his fake moustache with what can only be described as supreme panache.
Better watch yourself.
Actually, lose the lucky charm, that's okay. 10% accuracy. He does have the pants, right? Yeah, we have the pants.
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Yeah? What do you want? Whatever.
Hilga jabbers excitedly with Brax, but the two go quiet as you approach.
Rude.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Huh.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
There's a face ripper in here.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Here you go, Iffin. anybody here actually wearing a leather shirt? Yeah, we all have something special on. You can't take that painting particularly.
The man sleeps. Startled, he opens his eyes. He goes.
Wait, did he say don't touch the sheep? We picked up those shears, right? We're going back to the sheep.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right. The bitter march of humans.
This town won't be safe till every last.
This world of war and cruelty they created. Hear ye! Latest news! Many a latest, my friend.
Dallis and Alexander mock fight their sorcerer foe.
Where is his head? Speak! Dead. Rot, take him. His head. I want to look.
He takes the head in his hands and gazes into its lifeless eyes. He tenderly strokes Garvin's head, and a sad smile crosses his lips.
May maggots bugger you for all time, my dear boy.
You. Get that map of yours on hand. I've got a little something for you. Garvin took nearly...
I feel the pull of the hall. It's my time at last. Gods, I hope I'll meet my boy again. Maybe I'll get to look him in the eye when I take his head from him again and again and again.
Damn. Alright.
She has no more time.
if I found this chest or not. Don't think I have.
What's this? I found something.
Oh, issue process. I'm finding more out about the death fog. But I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. And if anybody who's still alive... Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. Where's Hangin? Or Hagnon? Whatever her name is. Let's have Ifin talk to her. Maybe he can ask about it. Oh, right. The bears!
I'm a wabbit. Nothing much. Gambling, munching. Generally been a wabbit.
Generally being a webbit. Motherfucker just run through the wall. He did. No, I teleported to the Red Prince, I think, actually.
A wave of resentment. Hate washes over you.
Yes.
My hero.
A sense of urgency from deep within you quickens your heart and hardens your gut. She offers you a grateful smile.
I've been...
The statue just your eyes closed.
Give me a second. So, I don't think we can complete Iffin's Fog of War. We'll head to Wrecker's Cave and see
Well
what
now,
happens.
how's my favorite god?
Ifan claps you on the shoulder. Before you, a statue as you step closer. The dwarf sways in front of you. His eyes are unfocused.
84 tank. Pick one up.
The ghost
4 tankards of beer. I'm just trying. I'll be down guarding. Hiding underneath his. Once Loar gets here. Dead? I might have been. Nah.
too gung-ho on the killy and didn't let him talk to anybody. Oh, I remember you cunts a lot, actually. There's gonna be a lot of that, huh? Yeah, 'cause I killed the one lady trying to fix the death fog machine, didn't I? The bomb. Oh wait, did I not kill her? Is that something else?
The rat gives you a...
I'll chew the beating up. I'll kill you stone dead. I'll do you harm. I'll do you harm. I was on the Peacemaker and I'll do you harm at the elbow. I'll do you harm. Saw nothing but smelled everything. Smelled life, smelled death, smelled it seeping out of the barrels. Death sailing in.
The rat crouches low and gives you an evil look.
Huh. Ain't no way out but an hole in the ground, an hole in the ground. Ha! Dig your hole wherever you like, dig your hole wherever you like. The void is coming and all is nothing. Dig your hole wherever you...
The rat crouches... The spirit stares at you, through you. When she opens her mouth to speak...
We keep the shipments here. That's what's meant for ships.
That's what's meant for ships.
As you approach the dwarven scientist...
I recognize the device on the table there. I need to talk to her. Now.
You see Ifan in earnest conversation with the dwarven woman. All of a sudden, he pales and staggers backwards. The woman laughs, a tinkling sound like glass smashing on a stone floor.
You thought that was a rift portal? Lord, no, it's nothing of the sort. It's a special device that carries only a very special cargo. Specifically, death fog.
No. No. Lucian would never... Never...
Ifan freezes with resolve, and a cold anger emanates from him. In one fluid move, he steps close to her, knife point to throat. Without a flicker of fear on her face, she smirks arrogantly back at him.
I wouldn't go there if I were you. I work directly for Queen Justinia, and she doesn't take kindly to meddlers. And to be honest, I've reached the end of my tether with what I can do here. So, if you want to harass somebody, hang on. Hanig, the original creator, should arrive here from Paradise Downs any day now.
Ifan whips away his blade and walks off. A single bead of crimson blossoms at the scientist's throat. She glares after his receding form before turning back to her work. Ifan's anger rolls off him in waves. You can feel it. He stands, fists clenched, staring at the ground. He shrugs off your touch and turns from you, eyes wet.
Just give me a minute. Seven be damned! I just found out something terrible. Something I did. Back in the war, Lucian himself handed me a device. He said it was a rift portal to save the elves. So I raced there, faster than I've ever done anything. But it wasn't a rift portal at all. It was a device designed to deliver massive quantities of death fog. I can't believe that Lucian would do that. To lie to me? To use me? I ran. I tried. And all along, the annihilation of the elves was in my hands. He must have been set up. But could Lucian do this? No, it's not possible. I intend to dig up answers by any means necessary. The creator of the device, Hanag, she's still out there. We'll find her. And when we do, I'll make sure she answers any question we care to throw at her.
The dwarven woman hums.
Yes.
We can kill her now, though.
Even if the runes were going right, I still haven't sorted out the diagnostics.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go set up some food real quick.
I'm positive I read about this in last month's Avant-Garde Alchemist. Even if the runes were glowing right, I still haven't sorted out the diagnostics. I'm positive I read about this in last month's Avant-Garde Alchemist. Vertices were aligned correctly, then my runes should...
Oh, this is impossible!
Perhaps if I modify the essential substrate with the... Oh, never mind, that won't work. Even if the runes were glowing right, I still haven't sorted out the diagnostics. Perhaps if I modify the essential substrate with the... Oh, never mind. That won't work. What I wouldn't give for Hannig's advice right now. For Hannig to write. Where in the void am I supposed to find Tenebrian tools? Maybe? No. Maybe? No. Maybe? Oh, what's the use? Perhaps if I modify the essential substrate with the... Oh, never mind, that won't work. Even if the runes were glowing right, I still haven't sorted out the diagnostics. Perhaps if I modify the essential substrate with the... Oh, never mind, that won't work. Give for Hannig's advice right now. It's easy for Hannig to write. Where in the void am I supposed to find Tenebrian tools? Give for Hannig's advice right now. It's easy for Hannig to write. Where in the void am I supposed to find Tenebrian tools? Even if the runes were glowing right, I still haven't sorted out the diagnostics. Jeez, I'm pretty sure the results were different yesterday, but I've changed nothing.
Alright, it's time to stab the assassin. Actually, if you know. I get you're mad, my guy. You can do it. Bye. Oh my God! Thanks for the money, bitch. They have 24,000. Holy fuck. Okay.
Hell of a fighter. I don't know. 1 minute I'm on my way to Fort. They killed the Magisters. Almost wish I'd gone straight to the Void. They were feeding, eating.
Her gaze falls, or, as a warning, the spirit takes a deep breath. A distant cry echoes along the cavern.
Run!
A dwarven spirit,
No, please! No! Someone...
with growing horror, the trembling of the dwarven spirit tells you the halberd. He drops the halberd and bolts behind some nearby.
Divine, save me!
The spirit screams and a frantic dwarf knocks. He lets it fly at some.
Keep firing, damn you! He has to have a week's.
The ghostly dwarf. He drops his bow and yanks.
Come on, you filth! Let's see what your insides look like.
There's nothing there.
Hey lady, you can leave now.
The dwarf keeps it.
Hey Grog. Oh, that's lava. Fucking panic, they're fucking lava. High-end pyromancy, fuck you. God, picky. The game is picky, very picky. Thank you. Henegg, come here.
As magical energy.
This is the one who crafted the Death Fog device. This is her. I have questions that need answers.
He eyes you sidelong. clearly under the impression that you're joking.
You made the death fog that annihilated the elves. Who do you work for? How did you trick Lucian?
Ifan stalks forward and grips the sorcerer by the throat, lifting her clean off the ground. She sputters and chokes, eyes bulging and hands flailing as he squeezes her neck tighter and tighter. As she gasps for breath, he shakes her.
Why? Why did you trick Lucian by giving him a bomb instead of a portal?
The sorcerer casts a look of mingled terror and confusion at Ifan. He releases his grip slightly.
What? I just made the device the Divine himself ordered, I swear. And as for using it, that was all Lucian and Alexander. I was there. Lucian knew exactly what he was doing.
Ifan turns white and drops the sorcerer to the ground completely. In all your adventures together, you've never seen him so shaken.
Her complicity in the deaths of thousands has earned her own many times over. But it's not right for me to take the final cut.
He turns to you with defeat in his eyes, and all the sorrows of the world weighing on his shoulders.
She was a soldier following orders, just like me. Let her live with the torment of her actions, just as
The sorcerer nods a grateful smile at you, picking herself up from the ground and backing away from Ifan.
Damn!
Thanks for standing with. She disgusts me. What kind of person would knowingly craft something like that? Lucian knew that if he asked me to deliver the death fog, I would have refused, point blank. That's why he lied to me. What kind of person doesn't need the lie? What kind of person does the lying?
Oh. Oh, ouch. What kind of person is a contract killer? God damn.
Pretty sure we can safely say that they didn't. The Divine cared nothing for me, or for the elves. I was just a pawn. If Alexander still lives, that son of the Void's going to wish I truly killed him the first time.
Ifan sighs and glances across at you ruefully. He opens and closes his mouth several times before speaking.
You know, I was fit to kill Hanag. But truth be told, she's not much worse than I am. And yet, you accept me. Your friendship means a lot.
He smiles at you and claps your back in return.
Onwards.
Bro, love. Friends. I like Ifan though as a character, like straight up. That and archers are, they don't suck like the base D&D ones. They're really good.
She offers you a grateful smile.
My crowning glory, and the millstone around my neck. Yes, I may. No, I would not.
At least she's, yeah, I was gonna say, like, even before we got to this point, she had said that she regrets it, so, like, killing her wouldn't have done anything valuable anyway. So, yeet.
It does not respond to my touch. There must be a way to activate it.
Doesn't have, like, a status effect either that I can, what do you call it? Like, examine it. I have no idea what it's supposed to do. Part of me wants to bless it, but I don't want to waste the bless on it. Is there another spore in the Black Pits? We'll go back there and check one more time. Because I know the one that he has the boots and gloves, right? We have the helmet.
The statue gestures to your eyes closed.
Black Pits. Mites.
Folding his arms.
Your end comes, sorcerer.
He says nothing, only twists his lip bitterly as he The spirit's memory. You are a sensei. You close your eyes, and you feel the presence of a hidden truth. You point at it and open your eyes. You are pointing at Dallis. The hammer calmly bids you try again, then steps back into the shadows. You close your eyes once more. Now the vault before you sings to you. You raise your hand to it. It opens to your touch. From the vault, you take a sword. It's weightless, yet it feels more powerful even than Dallis herself, and yet fragile. A hand falls upon your shoulder. A blade crosses your throat. Blood pours. Dallis whispers, "Good girl," and then all goes quickly dark.
Damn.
As strong as a tear. If this is what Dallis was looking for...
She's definitely claimed her prize. Talk to the rat.
The little rat squeaks.
Are you a poet? I write a rhyme in my spare time.
Oh.
It's about a bird, but I need a word.
The tablet looks the... The tablet is... I'm
actually surprised that I can't take those.
spirit of a white...
Get away from me, sorcerer! You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing. What? No, wait. I'll tell you. We had orders to bring down the wall. They thought there was more to find beyond. That's all I know, I swear.
Why don't we make that threat all the time? I'm gonna consume your soul and leave you to die in oblivion. Permanently. No way back. Oh, fine. Like, come on. Why is that not a... Why do we not use that line more? Damn. The music here is really nice.
The statue looms as the tears dampen you. The spirit stares down at us. He turns to you, so fast you don't see the movement. His eyes look blank, as if the voice...
I think we're good on them. I don't know where else it would be, so. Mushrooms. Yeah, magisters are fucked up, my guy. Oh, I don't remember seeing you.
The spirit of a faint sound catches your ear, the rasp of metal upon leather, a sword unsheathed. The spirit's eyes bulge with panic. A chilling sensation passes right through you. For a moment, it sounds like you can hear a distant male voice utter a confused, huh? The woman's eye...
Big Magister did this. He didn't care that I was innocent. I heard them call him Stanley as I bled out on the ground.
The moment passes. There's another swish of metal through the air. The spirit collapses backwards, a silver gash opening the full width of her torso. The woman's spirit lies still on the ground, mirroring the pose of her mortal remains. The bitter air warms, your eyes close.
I think we're done here. I don't think I know of any other quest I could do other than... Pardon me. The, keep calling and carry on, but I don't even think that is... What's the word I'm looking for? Necessary? I will be right back.
So, ready to set sail when you are, Your Holiness.
Let the save go through, just in case.
Fantastic. Now, on to the interesting part.
After many adventures, the party finally reached the place where Godwo can go to become divine. But more surprises and difficult choices awaited.
Here we are, the Nameless Isle. And here I thought Malady was unimaginative.
Still, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't that right? And this is the place you're meant to become a god. I can't help but wonder exactly what you intend to do with such a power. I have no doubt about that, but do remember, you'll want to hurry now. Divinity is waiting, after all. Hex, regardless of the strongest, I'm hardly in it to rise.
I'll trade with you.
You don't look very...
Gareth greets you warmly. He's odd.
I should thank you. I don't know what came over me. Praise Lucian, I had you to put me on the right track. I'm grateful for your kindness. I needed time to think. Besides, we have work to do. Once we anchor at the Nameless Isle, I'll scout ahead, see if I can help locate the council and ease the way. I'll report nonsense. I just had to take time to renew my spirit. Lucian said, I will refresh the tired and satisfy the weary. Words as true today as when he said them.
Gareth offers his farewell and hums to himself. You recognize the tune, Blessed and Bold, a hymn praising Lucian.
Hello. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
Spare me some pixie stuff. Pixie dust, please. Oh, that's right, they're not over here.
Do what you must in this place, sorcerer. I don't want to linger a moment longer than necessary.
It's a really angry sorcerer comment, my guy. Chill out. You're dating a succubus.
Tread carefully, my dear. I studied the tablet that you so generously provided. It showed me everything I need to know about creating a functional Swornbreaker. Once I have that, I'll be... See those structures further inland? Remarkably... Also, you will likely encounter sworn followers of the God King on that island,
Almira doesn't respond.
I sense a familiar... Beware his Something on your mind, darling?
Don't like the way she says darling, but we're gonna ignore that.
Quite a journey I've found myself on with you. Is this where it ends? Gleku, speak their words, and you might part. I know.
He snorts.
The last thing this world needs is another would-be god. They become... You should have seen them all. There's a clue in the name. They're all the same, you know. Tyrants. My efforts continue. I must admit, it's quite...
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
Like to take a look at what I've been working on? By all means.
It's not bad, actually. Very good. Off we go. Journey forward. What the fuck? Alright. Ancient relics, that's lava. Yeah, we don't fuck with lava. That's a nope.
A strange symbol is carved into, even blunted with age. The symbol resembles an arrowhead forged. A strange symbol. You saw this. The arrowhead points the way forward.
Yep. Let's say that is the Devourer stuff.
These bodies have been purged. Who could have done this?
I suspect we shall soon find out.
Oh, I never touched the sheep. Such a shame.
Before you stands a shrine of a particularly strange design. You've seen machinery like this before, in the cave beneath the Black Pits. Here too, the...
Oh. This one's a waypoint.
The symbol of the dragon's cult. This is a sign of an ancient dragon cult. The sigils lead to a trial meant to test believers. The arrowhead points the way forward.
Yeah, fuck them and trying to make fucking... what do you call it?
A Magister, dead on the beach. What a surprise. The seaside doesn't suit me. No ghosts remain. All are purged.
So say... to my brain.
How may I help you? And I remember saying I'd probably... Then again, why not? I suppose some stories were always meant to be told. So, here goes. No, hang on.
She retrieves a small flask from her backpack, uncorks it, and takes a big swig. Tears stream from her eyes as she offers you the flask.
They're tears of joy, I assure you. Here, have some joy.
You drink. It burns. Soon the tears run down your cheeks as well.
Not bad, is it? So good it has us crying like babies. Now then, the epic of The Master and the Scar. Sounds like a melodramatic opera. There was, of course, some singing involved. It began when I woke in the dark room. He removed my blindfold, and still I did not see. He himself was darker than any shadow. But I could hear him give orders to another, Stingtail. How he came to regret the actions he performed that day. The Master bid the dream a dream, and so he did. He sat there. I could feel his hands upon my cheeks. He trembled, as if in pain. I didn't
know what was going on until quite suddenly, his right hand became aflame. I screamed as he traced the design of the scar into my searing flesh, but I could not move, not an inch, and all the while the Master looked on in darkest silence. No, I'm quite all right. So, once the scarring was over, and the pain began to fade, the training began. With words, whistles, snaps of the fingers even, the Master could make me obey his every command. Young, strong, smart. You know I don't exactly lack in qualities. It didn't take him long to train me in the arts of stealth, subterfuge, and assassination. It shakes me little now, all too little. But that first time, that first real kill, it was such stuff as nightmares are made on. I had now lived in the dark for what might as well have been years. I was in a wood, but the trees there were sick. Grey, leafless hydras sticking out of ashen earth. There were no stars that night. She sat, shivering beside a fire. I was nervous. I had to chase her. My hand hated itself, tried to resist, but there is no resisting the Master's song. My stabs weren't as mercifully exact as they should have been. I had to bring down the needle again and again as her screams flooded the forest with terror. When it was done, I crawled back to the Master, broken, crept back into the box, and through its cold black lid, he told me I had done well. Next time, I'd do better. You understand me completely. With the needle, I'll kill him. And with the needle, I'll strike his name from my skin. The bastard will be Master no longer. The very best.
She cocks her head ever so slightly and eyes you as innocently as a kitten.
Why? Don't tell me you disagree.
Wielding a vengeful needle.
Thank you. I quite agree, and I'm sure I'll have mercy on you when I'm a goddess. You, but a mortal at my feet. In all seriousness, though, the prospect both tickles and terrifies me. I mean, divinity. Will it be a blessing or a burden? Would we be truly omnipotent, or merely the servants of an unruly universe, as desperate for control as we are now? And then there's the question that makes me shiver most of all. Would we still be ourselves? Would I remain Sibyl, or would my mortal soul die upon gaining divine immortality? Take the plunge and don't look back, huh? As good a plan as any, I presume.
She sighs and closes her eyes, then...
Such a silly game we play, to be a god. It's quite wasted on mortals, if you ask me. We are all of us too blemished to become immaculate.
It's a good sentence. It's a good sentence.
Well, this place is, welcoming, isn't it? We should keep our eyes on the prize. Divinity. I saw the mass death caused by the Divine Order's war firsthand. If Divinity can do the opposite, and if it can't, what good is it? You're right. The gods may be dead, but we still live. That has to mean something.
Ifan shrugs and turns to survey the environment.
I think we should find out what it is.
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Don't make it weird, bro. We should probably talk to you.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. It's most intriguing. A message from the House of Shadows. The ones who so fruitlessly sent assassins after my good self. Well, first, I will hear the man out. If he can lead me to Sadher, well, I can spare my ears a moment or two for that. Besides, only polite, I always say, to hear a man out before beheading him. What house? Ah, but very well, I'm no stranger to parlor games. Let's see. From what I gather, you've a certain mystical quality about you. A penchant for the surreal and the visionary. There can be no doubt that would place you in the much revered House of Dreams. Don't get your hopes up. We don't adopt.
We don't adopt. I like that. That's a quick, quirky line.
I fancy a swim.
Do you now? Magister. Let it save. Let it save. Let it save.
Quick as a flash, the Magister has an arrow notched on his raised bow. He falters. A glimmer of recognition crosses his face, followed a moment later by a wry smile.
My Fort Joy savior. I never thought I'd clap eyes on you again. You always seem to catch me at a low ebb, unfortunately. My troop was slaughtered by Black Ring. I'm the only survivor. What are you doing here?
A skeptical eyebrow.
Few know of this island. I can't imagine who would make such a claim. Never mind. There are more important matters at hand. Bishop Alexander and the others might still be out there. I need to find them. Let me stay by your side for now. You can count on my bow in any fights to come.
He nods.
I never thought I'd follow him. Not after Fort Joy. But he won over us veterans, Magister and Paladin alike. He's like a different man, now that he's found the path to divinity. He broke free from Dallas and Breedman's influence, and they tried to murder him for it, them and their white magisters. Us loyalists had to stand by his side. The fracturing of the Divine Order, the Voidwoken crisis, multiple attempts on his life. He's let none of it deter him. Now ascension is within sight at last.
He slings a quiver of arrows across his back and nods.
Eyes sharp.
You frown with surprise. Alexander vanished along with all the others when the Lady Vengeance breached the Hall of Echoes. You assumed he was dead.
If he still thinks he's the one that will replace Daddy Dearest, he's in for a surprise.
That was...
I've got questions for him, and he'd better have answers, or his second death will be even more painful than the first.
Has as many lives as a cat, it seems. Let's see if he acts like one when cornered.
He can use source? Huh.
Black Ring. Could they be doing the purging?
The plot thinnens.
I won't lie. It's good to...
I've never seen ruins like these.
You don't get out much, do you?
Rude. See the flaming arrowheads. Honestly thought that was gonna spew lava or some shit, not gonna lie. Yeah, and that's the arrow leading this way. Ah, there it is.
The symbol of this is a sign. The arrowhead points. The symbol of this is the arrowhead.
If you would kindly. Oh. Alright, fair. You got me there. Let's see. Can you not whisper in my left ear? That'd be phenomenal.
The symbol of the this is a sign. The arrowhead.
Oh, there was a climb down spot. Man.
The symbol of
Touch it.
this is a sign. The arrowhead.
Thank you. Not sure if I have to touch them all or not.
Reading of the wonders of Solstice, it's clear where her people get their feelings of supremacy from.
I mean, yeah. Oh, you didn't fare well. Curb.
You there! Prithee, goodly traveler, might I prevail upon you to answer a question? You see, I am on a mission most grave. I seek a sorcerer most foul, most reviled, most afeared. Her name is...
His pincers scissor wildly.
Septa the Ineffable! Have you heard tell of this wicked beast on your travels? Oh no. You spoke to her. Face to... whatever you call the odd frontly part of your person. I regret to inform you, you haven't much longer now that she has your scent. It won't be long until Septa tracks you. You have my sympathy. The hunt continues. Imperio, away!
That's really funny. God damn it. Stop picking stuff up.
You suddenly hear something in the distance. A strange tune. Sabine freezes. It's her Scar song. The Master is near.
He's close. We must turn back now. Or he'll have... I need to find someone I can trust enough to share the Scar song with. It's the only way. What's on your mind, darling? I think you know the answer to that. He has a date. Whatever comes after that...
You just...
The symbol of this is a... The arrowhead...
That's fine. Don't tell me the Scar song so I can help you. No.
This is not quite the safest place I've ever been.
We'd better find a way inside before it all goes up in smoke. And us with it.
Sabine slides her hand in yours. Makes your heart skip a beat with her particularly coquettish smile.
I've... something I need to tell you.
Flirt route? Non-flirt out. I probably wants to flirt because I feel like it's gonna piss her off. We're gonna flirt.
You earned it just by being... you.
You get that a lot. Bitch, you're undead. You don't get shit. What the fuck you mean?
You see, the thing is...
She's gonna stab me.
She scrapes her throat, hesitates, almost as if she's a bit nervous. There's a first.
I'm afraid you're going to accuse me of killing the mood, but... I need to talk to you about the Master.
Heave a sigh of frustration. You can consider the mood killed. Man, I love games like this where you can be an absolute cunt. It's fucking phenomenal. Who's a contract killer? It's so good, man. Not as good as Wasteland though. Wasteland's fucking dialogue is pristine. Shit's gorgeous. We're gonna play through that game too. I played through it on my own. I never actually beat it, and it's been a hot minute, so we're actually gonna play through it. That shit is fucking phenomenal.
No, not anymore. Or so I hope. My dear, sweet boy. I've grown to trust you. More than I've trusted anyone since I've had names on my skin.
You're a man. Oh, I love it.
Wasn't easy, I know. Come, sit down with me for a moment.
You both
That's funny.
sit down, cross-legged, knees to knees, hand in hand. Suddenly, a melody. Sabine sings a song, haunting in its simplicity. She uses no words, sounds rather. It's beautiful, yet somehow menacing.
This is my Scar song. It's all the Master needs to make me his slave once more, unless your voice opposes his. I will soon confront him, with you by my side. My life and my liberty I place in these soft, strong hands of yours.
I don't have flesh. They're not soft or strong. They're bony.
Will you sing? Good answer.
Her cat's eyes close as she bends forward to hug you. You embrace. It's sweet and wonderful. You wish it could last forever.
My word.
You both get up and smile to one another warmly. When you hear a sound in the distance and turn to look, Sabine pats you affectionately on the bottom.
Adventure calls, but I say we do this again sometime.
No, I can't. So playing undead is an option in this game, but none of the character dialogue is focused around you being undead. I guarantee if you try to flirt with anybody, it always ends up as you still acting flesh and down, which is fucking funny to me. That is hilarious. These soft, strong hands. Motherfucker, I'm literally living bone. What do you mean? There's nothing soft or strong about my hands. Oh, that's phenomenal.
Countless symbols cover the stone tablet's surface, forging a riddle between several languages. You make out one ruined line. The champion must offer a burning stone to the dragon's mouth. Fire. Everything is fire. If you can confine such magic to a rune, you can feed the burning urge inside the dragon's skull.
Everybody come over here. Cool.
Between the symbols is a remarkably...
How big a rune are we talking? Let's see. So if I take... Why don't we use a small rune so I'm not wasting a big rune?
You place the offering deep inside the dragon's mouth. Something the grip tightens to sheer cold metal presses against you to soothe the ache. When you reach for it, your fingers catch on a pair of greaves. As you pull the armor free, the bitterness of betrayal cuts through you. Ash clouds the roof. You stand high on a black cliff housing Zol Stissa's temple. Other lizards scream, declaring you a blasphemer.
I see.
Blasphemer.
And inside you is the strength I've been looking for. You must find the temple where the Devoureur's loyal servant was abandoned. I will draw strength from there.
The vision fades.
I thought it was gonna breathe fire on me if I put the wrong rune in there. Was not taking that chance. Active armor. Wait. Oh, they're greaves, right. Greaves are pants. Okay, I figured it out. dumb. We're not going to talk about it. 2 and 1. 3-2 set. Death Leech. Unlocks Picture of Health. I don't know what Picture of Health is. But these pants are better. Ever so slightly better. I lose wits. Gain way more constitution though. And warfare, which is extra damage. Yoink. Character. Death Leech. Maximum vitality will temporarily increase. Oh, I already have that. Rip. That's just fire. It's not lava. It won't kill me if I touch it. We're gonna be able to touch it. Ifin, my boy. Jump. Source spell. This. Oh, you don't even have to worry about it. Nice. Damn. Spildaran, touch the stone. Yeet. Ha!
A lizard stares at you with open delight. His torn garb resembles that of a priest.
I welcome you, honored one. Be at peace, for your day has come. Do not hesitate. The ritual is prepared for you at the proper place. My master awaits. The master of us all. We serve the Devourer in his... Join the master at the temple of the false goddess, Zolstissa. We cannot leave him waiting.
The spirit before you drips sauce from his raggedly slit throat. Realizing that you can see him, he throws a...
Ah, Godwoken. You know how you relive bad exams in your nightmare? Good news, you get to relive them in death, too.
He rolls his neck, sauce gurgling and spouting from the deep gash. He laughs, and his laugh is a bitter one.
As I was facing the trials, I was killed by another Godwoken hopeful. He's long gone now, but I'm still here. I just can't stop thinking about it. That one answer, the one I couldn't get in time. Anan Fallon Reveil. Anan Fallon Reveil. What in the void comes next?
His face lights up, gratitude shining forth from it.
That's it! That's it!
He begins to fade from view, but as he disintegrates, he traces an esoteric sigil in the air between you and pushes forceful energy into you, restoring you.
Well, that would have been nice. I didn't need it, but dude, that's cool. The encounters like that are always cool too. It's like, yeah, look, story.
Speak if you wish to. Oh, honey, you should be. It was the mere recollection of this tune. It haunts me. Sometimes, in dreams, I hear it whistled, and I fear it's real. I fear I'll never wake up again because it holds me enthralled in the night. And when I think of what it made me do, it's enough to make me want to flay whoever sings it.
She pats your shoulder. Oh.
But darling, no need to tense up so. I'd never do that to you. Well, not unless you'd attempt to sing the song before we meet the master. But you're far too smart for any such shenanigans. Now then, on a more serious note, how about a hug?
A hug.
Come here.
An embrace. A sweet, stolen moment.
See? I told you we should do this again sometime.
Sing it before the master. I just realized how big a cunt. She taught you the song, you can use it to stop her from becoming a God Woken. Or a part of the divine. That'd be so fucked up. Threatening as ever, threatening as ever.
The air is thick with heavy flakes of ash. The altar before you seems to radiate heat as you approach. There is a blinding flash, and you are surrounded by flame. It licks your skin, enveloping you, but does not burn. Looking up, you see Zor Stissa sitting on an ember throne, surrounded by faintly glowing stars. Her eyes are mocking and angry, but you can see that her scales are starting to flake and fall.
Weakling! You have wasted my time by coming here. My champion will ascend at the wellspring. No other can overcome trial by flame. There is no challenge, Godwoken. There is only flame. My chosen will overcome.
The lizard slams her fist against her throne, sending embers flying. One of the stars above her ignites, wreathing itself in flame. The flames around you flare, and you're enveloped in an inferno. The fire rips through you, scorching your flesh and burning your clothes.
I don't have flesh.
The vision fades, leaving only the blazing fire, a glowing sun emblem on the altar, and the echoing laughter of a malicious god.
It's kind of nice. Warms the bones.
You are a priest of the kin, your face raised to the sun, your blood warming to the heat upon your skin. All is well, and then all is not well. Cries of war come from the shore, and death comes quick.
You just get plucked by an arrow or some shit. How long am I on fire for? Oh, this is permanent? Wow! Straight up set me on fire.
The air is thick with heavy flakes of ash. The altar before you...
It's permanent! Dickhead god.
One step, then another, ever closer. You can tell from her bearing, Sabine has never been so ready to kill, so on the brink of impending action. She's like a cat, all concentrated muscle, that split second before it pounces. Another step, ever closer. The moment has finally come. The eyes of predators meet.
Sabine?
He snaps his fingers, and she involuntarily snaps to attention.
Here you go, breaking my heart.
That's the plan, mastermind.
He sighs, sadly.
I don't begrudge you your freedom, Sabine. Your escape relieved me of having to witness your death by your own hand. The inevitable last command. I would have watched you, like I have all this time, glad to see you live, sometimes even laugh. I'm very fond of you, you know.
The feeling's not quite mutual.
Not yet.
Another snap, different fingers, different sound. She looks to the ground. She's bowing.
Utter control. The tool of a tyrant, you think? Let me indulge you with an explanation. Everything I do for a much greater good. The supreme example of this is you, Sabine. She's the prime scion. It had to be her. The other scions knew and welcomed her. They sought out their own killer. It was all so very elegant. What I did had to be done, Sabine. And I had to be the orchestrator, for I am the House of Shadows. I am the Fate Weaver. I am the hand that guides a blind world.
Hey.
Sabine slowly draws her needle.
Time to get to the point.
My, you still have the needle I gave you. How very gratifying. A fine instrument, is it not? Precise, exact. Just like me. You should know that I forced you to shed the blood of scions because rather than a killer, it transformed you into a savior of untold millions. Here's the final truth, Sabine. The true evil here is not me. It's you. The Mother Tree and her scions do not seek to carve out their own part of peace in this world. They seek to carve out the whole wide world for themselves. They want their roots to conquer every last inch of Rivellon. World domination. The prevalence of one race over all others. That is what they desire. That is what I counteract.
He died the day he met me.
Death, death, death. Did I create a monster after all? I don't begrudge you your freedom, Sabine. But you came looking for me driven by no more than ordinary bloodlust. All you see is red. You've lost sight of all reason. You know how the scar works. You know I have but to sing a single tune. You've no hope whatsoever of defeating your master.
He sings. The scar song swells, 1,000 tiny needles in Sabile's soul, chipping away at her will. She looks at you with hope and defiance, gives the signal. Your voice harmonizes with the master's. Stunned, he hesitates, and yours becomes the dominant melody. Sabine is free from his influence.
Dear me, you're a miracle worker. I'll take it from here.
The patient cat finally pounces. She strikes, precisely, exactly. Her needle pierces his neck, spears his vocal cords, filling his throat with blood. Checkmated and muted, he staggers back, all a feared fury. This is it. It's time to kill the master.
Now. Ah, but what about the Red Prince, though? going to kill him, save it, go back, drop Sylvia up at the start of this area, come back and talk to him, see if it ends in combat. Because I like Sabiel's story better anyway. Revenge. Although I do like the Red Princess too. He's actually not resistant to fire. That's really funny. He's an assassin though, so. Ow. Also, ow. Ah, God. Probably actually let Sabiel have the final blow. Good enough.
Show yourself.
Cool. Did I get rid of his other ability? Disease. Let's see.
Into the dark.
No invisibility for you. No. Ow. Please don't kill me. She got an attack. She held her turn last round. Oh, that's fine. Oh, hi. I got my heavy hit off. Oh, it's this guy. Hello. Ow.
Prepare yourself.
Rude. Ow.
Glory is mine.
Oh. Man, he hits really fucking hard. know. Oh. Okay. Rude. Good night.
Yes. It feels magnificent, if somewhat unreal. But first things first.
She's gonna kill me because I know the tune.
You look on as Sabine bares her arm and drags her needle across the word master, like a knife, drowning the black ink in blood. With a few ripples of sauce, the wound closes, leaving behind but new scar tissue that effaces all trace of the hated word that was.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
She laughs. Her cat eyes dance with mirth.
Now, it's over.
She hugs you back warmly. Next, she takes your hand in hers, meets your eyes.
I feel like she's gonna stab the ever-living piss out of me. I know the tune.
I just can't thank you enough. I could never have defeated the Master without you. I owe you.
Say that perhaps she owes you divinity. I mean, that's the good answer. This one right here is the flirt answer, but the one underneath, you owe me your divinity, that's a good answer. But we won't go that route.
But I do, and I won't forget. I am free now.
She places a hand over the fresh scar on her arm.
I've known the opposite too long to want to spend another
That should
day
cost me a
hollow
source
with
point.
hate, another night hollow with loneliness. I know I needn't be, if you show me a little love.
Such a weird sound.
You kiss her on the cheek, and she laughs, full of life.
Alright, that works. I thought she was gonna stab the piss out of me. I don't fully trust ever. Take your arrows. I gotta start using magic arrows more often.
Rubbish.
There's no time to waste.
Yes? Is it an audience you desire? If this man was to be believed, he was the House of Shadows, which implies said institution exists no longer. I am not of the opinion, however, that this man was to be believed. Was he prince? Maybe. Did he truly work for the good of our empire? Perhaps. He could have been no more than a lowborn, with a taste for drama and deceit. He could be one shadow prince in a legion of thousands. All that matters is, he's dead. No longer can he stand in my way, or pose a threat to Sadher. Which quite calls for a celebratory round of drinks, as far as I'm concerned.
Goes from that dark gritty to like, booze. It's a shit wand. That's pretty good. It's got Huntsman in it. Motherfucker has a purging wand? Was the Black Ring doing the purging, though? I guess that answers that question. Yeah, nobody can. Yeah, I feel like Sabille is 100% playing the long con. The hell's the stone ladder? Right there.
Grins quickly, honored one. Above the river of lava, a temple awaits your indulgence. It is where the join the master at.
Oh, he's the fanatic of the Greaves. I see.
Did the God King send ya? Did he send ya? As ready, God King. They came out of nowhere and killed us all. As ready. Rise me up. Rise me. I serve the God King. Rise me up. Rise me up, God King.
I must speak with this spirit. Stay close. Danger may yet lurk in the shadows. Very good. Now,
Red Prince. At
he can
last
talk.
we meet.
We stabbed your throat.
Meet with your awareness of my presence. How often I've stood by you, but an arm's length away, a shadow within the shadows, untouchable. Almost like meeting an old friend, or, in the present circumstances, a kindred spirit.
Even in death, his eyes are black holes in a black-skinned sky. He bows with the deference of a noble among nobles, swinging ever so playfully between sincerity and sarcasm.
I suppose I should start with an apology for the attempts on your life. Talk about getting off on the wrong foot, wouldn't you say?
failed attempts, remember? Hardly made me break a sweat, those lackeys of yours.
To my astonishment, and, I admit, my admiration. You may find this hard to believe, but given different circumstances, I would have been quite content to let you live. Let you play the Emperor from your golden throne in your golden city. Alas, certain events beyond even my control were set in motion. Ripples became waves. I had to act. And so I arranged for you to meet with an unfortunate self-inflicted end. I did, but of course I didn't know then he was Godwoken, stronger than the demon. It's almost a pity we found ourselves on such opposite sides, all because of who you are, and all because of who she is. It was Sadha who set events in motion, Red Prince. If you were the ripple, she was the wave. She's a tidal wave that will take wing, become a murder of dragons, red as the setting sun, that will alight every corner of this world with the terrible splendor of fire. To make a point, for it is murder they would commit, and it would be murder that would be committed upon them. The simple truth of the matter is that, yes, we lizards were dragons once. The mightiest creatures to rule sky, earth, and sea. But such was the jealousy of our power that all other races united against us and brought us to the brink of extinction. No one knows what happened next. Was it wizardry? Was it Zol Stissa who took mercy on us even then? Suddenly we were dragons no more. Lizards instead. And as lizards we flourished and built an empire once more. But the House of Dreams trades in prophecy. They've always known we could be dragons again. For one day a man and a woman will be born, and their skin will be red, and the fruit of their union will be great red dragons.
A day that will come to pass.
Curse your obstinance. Listen to me. I was the House of Shadows. This was my role. I saw the great games in motion, allowed them their flux when they advanced for good, cut them short when they advanced for evil, even if it meant doing evil. The renaissance of dragons would spell the end of our race, plain and simple. To that end I needed you to die, but you proved to be all too worthy an opponent. An opponent I would even now see an ally. Ally with me, Red Prince. Find Sadha and kill her. If she births dragons, all other races will unite against us, and this time they will destroy us for good. We were spared last time. The condition of our continued existence was that we'd never let the dragon roar again.
They look each other in the eyes, like two chess players contemplating their next move.
Actually, I think I'll call his bluff. Now then, I'm the Red Prince. Your role in this story is over. I am its sole protagonist. Sadha may indeed be dangerous. I may decide she must die. I may not. But it will be my decision. You're out of options, Master of Shadows. Tell me where she is.
The Shadow Prince stands checkmated, and he knows it.
I truly have no choice, have I? Very well. I must put the fate of all lizards in your hands. But beware. Sadha is ultimately dangerous. Not only will she be the mother of dragons, I fear she's fallen in with an old enemy. Then.
He points to the fallen black ring.
If I'm correct, and Sadha's heart has been darkened by the ring, you may be able to find her through their scrying magic. There's a thing on this island known as the Sallow Man. He is a master of mirrors. Mirrors like his will read your mind and show you what you desire, if you manage to elude or eliminate him. A word of warning, though. He is like a shred of nightmare ripped from the dream realm, set loose in reality. Do not underestimate this creature.
Yeah, that does sound...
Be careful.
Sallow
and become the savior of all lizards.
I don't like his name.
Prince.
I get why.
Become the true emperor of your people.
I will be emperor, yes. Of lizards or dragons, that remains to be seen. What's on your mind? Surely it's obvious. What's on your... Surely it's obvious. That is not to say I'm not dying to have a...
I'll have to walk a little bit more. We will save it here. I'm gonna take a quick break. Go check up on the food I'm making. Yeah, and I will be back a couple hours maybe. And maybe we'll play again for another set of hours. I don't know yet. But you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.